Have you ever seen someone insult you and have the pure enjoyment of watching them fail miserably at it by your own hands? The other day, I was speaking to a panel, and this white tea girl just came out of nowhere in the panel and was just like saying such berating things about black women and everything. And she was just there to, I guess, troll. And so I was like, everybody was about to get all heated and everybody. And I was like, no, 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 guys. Remember what I told you about white tea girls? How they have a main character syndrome, sort of. This woman has just given us a wonderful example of how she wants to put herself into center of things and how she also has some animosity towards black women. And she disappeared before I could finish. Because what I ended up doing to her, she made it a ha 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 joke and tried to put people down. But then because I made her an exhibit and I started critiquing her, and she started looking like the object being described on the board rather than the jokester in the class, she started to feel a little bit uncomfortable. And I can do that with anybody. Someone come to me and say some ignorant ass shit or some cold ass shit, I'll be like, you know, hell gonna love you when you get down there. I know hell gonna love you. Look at this shit this motherfucker just did. Hell's going to love you. You mean it? I know they gonna love you. And you know, they say God said don't judge, but you know, pretty sure one of them 7 circles of hell included what you just did right there. Pretty sure of it. I don't know whether it's envy, greed, jealousy. I don't know. Probably even hate. A little bit of hate in there too, you know? I always like to tell people if you're full of hate, you're guaranteed to get into hell. And if you're full of love, having you go, baby, because you're kind and you like to do for people. But there are some selfish people that I'll be looking at and I'll be like, damn, you probably might be ticket line for HE double hockey sticks. That's a shame. And then they be like, oh, well, you're going too far. I don't think I'm going far enough sometimes because I could go further. Just TikTok won't let me say certain words. I could go so much further because I could care less. People be on the internet be really brave on a fake ass account, not showing their face. And I know mine don't have my face on it, but I have my videos here. You could just look at the profile. Dummy. I'm talking about the people that never show their face, don't have a video, you can't see what they look like, and they always got some shit to say. They always got some shit to say. Even if someone be like, oh, you bitches is fat, I'll be like, you probably feel some kind of way about your weight, right? Why don't you come out to us and talk about how insecure you feel about your weight rather than insulting a bunch of strangers who weight you do not know. Some of us could be anorexic for all you care, and it would be very weird for someone calling us fat when we clearly know we're anorexia. I don't know if I can say that word, but fuck it, TikTok. Y'all getting on my fucking nerves right now. People be like, you went too far by saying that. And I'd be like, well, you tried to hurt my feelings. And you're just feeling a little sour because you just found out that I was better at hurting your feelings than you were at hurting mine. Unfortunately, Boo Boo the Fool, I was bullied by people, multiple people. You wouldn't need an army to make me feel some kind of way. But even if you had an army, I'll be mocking y'all and be like, which one am I gonna pick to be like the 3-hour lady? Some of us will find you. And I know something in my eyes, y'all see that you know that what I'm saying is legit. You see in this eyes, there's no lies told here. There's none but truth. Say something disparaging to me, I might fucking find you. Just to teach you a fucking lesson. You know? I be taking both men and women when they be rude on the internet. I be like, no, that don't give you an excuse to cut people the fuck off. And then they be getting the nerve to be catching an attitude with me and being like, well, I was invited here. I was looking at her like, soon I'm gonna speak to you slow and I'm gonna make it look like I think you slow. Because if you say I was invited to this, like we are at the Marriott live in Chicago, or I don't know what the fuck that is, but unless you trying to be like we are now live stage in Las Vegas at the Casino Royale, making shit up because I don't know none of that shit. Like, bitch, you're on the internet with a bunch of strangers. Like, and she kept saying it I like, I, I was invited here. Oh my God. And I started being like, I was like, this is Kirley. This is Phil. I might have said that she seemed kind of entitled, but fuck it. If the shoe fit, bitch, wear it. You wouldn't have fucking felt some kind of way if you didn't think you was entitled. And that's the truth of it. And that's what I see. When people get triggered by what I say, that means, oh, I struck a nerve, bitch. And then they get mad. They get very mad. They get upset. And they try to say things under the breath, and then they feel shit falls flat because they realize, I truly don't give a fuck about what you think or say. I might care about you and have empathy, but if you go on to the attack, bitch, I'll go to hell, bitch. I'll fucking talk about your deepest, darkest fucking things just by what you're saying to me. That's how much I analyze people. I analyze what they say. Brother Boy in the panel said a story, and I broke down the story better than them. And I'm looking at him, I was like, boy, this is why I asked you your age, because you was 19 doing that shit, and you was looking pretty stupid. And I just be like, trying not to make people feel stupid, but I'm like, come on now, look at your actions. I'm not saying you're stupid, I'm saying your actions is stupid. And that's different. I don't know what's wrong with you fools on the internet, but I'm going to go for your metaphorical juggler. And y'all can get mad at me. Y'all can cry. Y'all could be like, I went too far. But the truth of the matter is, if you try to be cruel to me, I was inspired by the 3-Hour Lady. Try me. Other day, someone wrote a comment saying too short, and I'm like, I'm sorry. Maybe you need to go to the goldfish side of the internet. And what I mean by that is maybe you don't even have attention span longer than 10 seconds, and you should see a doctor about it. Because if you're seeing a video and you're saying it's too long, you have the free will to watch something else rather than critique someone on their video. I mean, where did people get the audacity? Like, for real. I understand when I'm wrong and I can go too far. And if I make a mistake, I'll apologize. However, you got some people that'll steal from you, play in your face, and not even ever try to admit that what they did was wrong. So I have no problem with playing mind games with those people and just seeing how far they'll go to lie to cover hiding the fact that they stole something from me. Just to see. Because I already know you did it. Don't think I won't do my research. Returns are easy to figure out. And it doesn't take anything for me to go to a customer service agent and be like, can I see something in your system? And is it okay if I take a picture of this? I'm the nicest person in the world. Why would they say no? So be careful. Stop trying to get over people. Because some people are just watching and observing you. And they're going to make you look like a fool. My friend, she's dating this guy. And he tried to manipulate her, lie on her, tell people shit about her. And in every single instance, he looked like a fool. And you want to know why? Because she's like me. She doesn't skirt away and be like, oh my God, they think bad about me. No, we go to them and be like, what did he say? No, that's a lie. And they don't expect that. And that, for me, I love that because that is my freshest breath of air. Remember, God loves you and I love you too, but not in a weird way.